Welcome, everybody, to this info session on the UNIgreen Joint PhD Programme in Agri-Food Science, Technology and Biotechnology. Before we start, a few info for the audience. As you already heard, we are recording this session for our archives and also to share it with a private link, through a private link to all the interested applicants that couldn't be with us today. The agenda of the session will be made of 3 presentations. The first one is a short welcome remark from Professor Alessandro Capra, which is the UNIgreen coordinator for Unimore. Then it will be Professor Fabio Licciardello, who is the program coordinator, the Joint PhD coordinator. And at the end, Dr. Irene Bonaccini, which is from the Unimore PhD administrative office, that will give info about the application itself. We kindly ask you at the end, or whenever you see it's already included in the chat, to answer to our short survey. It will be very helpful to us to improve our future events. And then, so I think it's time we start. So I leave the floor to Professor Capra, the Unimore coordinator for UNIgreen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Letizia. Thank you, everybody. Just a short, very short introduction to UNIgreen. I will share the screen. Okay, here we are. You can see?
Yes, Alessandro.
Okay, perfect. What is UNIgreen? UNIgreen, it's one of the alliance of the network approved by European Community Erasmus Plus program, and it's our alliance, and we started officially 2 years ago. Here you can see the symbol, the green approach, UNIgreen. It means obviously several things regarding sustainability, sustainable agriculture, green biotechnology, environmental life sciences. This is a starting point for the alliance because we have to take care about the fact that the UNIgreen is an alliance formally signed by all the member, all director of or director of all the units, the institution of the alliance. So it means that we started from the topic I showed you before, so different things around green, but the alliance is between the universities. So effectively, the possible collaboration should be extended to all the fields branches of the alliances. This is the geography of our UNIgreen alliance with the member. You can see all around Europe, from Iceland, Italy, Spain, and Bulgaria, and so on. And I continue. I mentioned it all. So Plovdiv, Bulgaria, Unimore, Italia, Warsaw Life of Science, AJPL Liège, Super Biotech in Paris, Iceland, and the Polytechnic of Coimbra. The leader, the PI of the alliance, is University of Almeria in Spain. What's about the goal of the vision? It's to be a sort of leader, or to try to track the way regarding the green approach for all the European universities. And we have to take care about the several steps are very important. You should find any kind of information on our website. So I wanted to focus only some points. This is our approach, step-by-step approach. You have to take care that we started in 2000. We prepared our alliance in 2 years, 2022. Then we had 4 years finance support, so-called the roots phase, where or during this period we wanted to create the infrastructure, because an alliance between university, it's difficult even by the point of view of organization. So we needed 1 and more year, and we didn't finish. We are on the good way, but we didn't finish to create the infrastructure, the organization of the alliance, by administrative point of view, by research, teaching, and so on. Then we hope to be renewed in 2027 in order to continue and to complete our growth phase and to obtain the product, the fruit of our work. One of the product is already realized, and we are showing today. So the joint PhD is a very important one, but obviously we want to extend this kind of fruits. Then here's some specification of our work. I wanted to talk about a very important thing. The core of the alliance, like the core of the university, are the students. So it's for the students that here we are, and we want to work and create a really good relationships within the alliance. And obviously, there are no students if there is not teachers. So the academy, the really different academies, different institutions have to work all together. And we started with the common research program, common teaching program, and even we were dedicated to the third mission through the collaboration with the private company, public and private bodies all around the different location of institutions, members of the alliance. And very important things, researcher. So we work on research and administrative staff. It's very important we the work, the integrated work between the different roles and components of the university. And we touch this, and this is a very strong collaboration. It's not should be common, but it's not so usual. And we did it, and we are very proud about this. So the collaboration of the different bodies of each institution, particularly Unimore, our university, but even through the alliance with the other. You can follow us for more update on the website and on the different way of communication of UNIgreen.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Capra. And before leaving the floor to Professor Licciardello, I forgot to mention that at the end of the other two presentations, this is going to be the Q&A session. So any of you will be able to ask a question, or in the meantime, you can add that your question to the chat, so we can keep track of it and read it at the end and answer. So now it's time for Professor Licciardello, which is the Joint PhD Coordinator.
Thank you. So hello, everybody, and welcome to this info session. Please, Letizia, can you confirm that my screen is shared?
It is shared, but at the moment,
the presentation,
it seems black. We can see it.
No?
At the moment,
okay,
it's black.
I shared the presentation, but maybe I will share the screen. So let's try again with the screen.
Yes.
Yes?
Now we see it, and make sure to move the slide whenever you go forward.
Okay.
Perfect. It works.
Okay.
It works
Perfect.
perfectly.
Thank you. So I'm here to present briefly our joint PhD program. I'm the coordinator since this academic year, so I'm quite fresh in this role, and I'm very enthusiastic about the opportunity to scale up our PhD program into an international doctorate program. So our doctorate course, of course, will broaden and widen its horizons thanks to the collaboration and the participation in the UNIgreen Alliance. First of all, I'm pretty sure that most of you know what a doctorate is. So probably this is the reason why you're attending this info session, because you already know that you would like to be part of this program. So we have a call which has been published on June 27th, but later Dr. Irene Bonaccini from the doctorate office will explain more about the procedures. Basically, I will just say that the admission requirement is a master degree, which has been obtained in everywhere, anywhere, not just in Italy, but anywhere, and it will be considered by the commission, the evaluation commission, to ascertain that it's equivalent to an Italian degree, a master degree. So it must be obtained by October 31st. So even those students who have not completed their master career and plan to graduate by October can apply for these positions. I will show then the positions available. Our program is in English. Everything is done in English, especially the training and teaching part, and we do teaching online and in presence. So especially this year, the hybrid modality will be implemented, because we will give the opportunity to our students, which will be placed in 5 different hosting institutions, to attend the same seminars, the same events. But some of these events will be, of course, taught in presence, and there will be the opportunity for students to move and to travel to attend in presence some events. So one of the features of our doctorate program is a minimum stay abroad of 3 months. So not necessarily in the institutions belonging to the Alliance, but one can choose an institution everywhere, anywhere, that is, of course, meets some requirements especially for the program and the research that the student wants to perform. So minimum 3 months and maximum 18 months. As you will see, that we have available positions in Italy at the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, at the University of Almeria, Coimbra, Iceland, and Plovdiv. And in this case, the student moving to Plovdiv will consider Plovdiv as his main hosting institution. So everything he will do outside Plovdiv, for example, will be a foreign experience. So abroad, he will be abroad when outside his main hosting institution. So we have a very rich academic board, a teaching board, which is made up of 25 teachers from the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, 13 among the University of Almeria, Coimbra, Iceland, and Plovdiv, and 2 more members from other institutions, but again, research institutions. So you will see this list of the teaching board also on the website of our doctorate. So I will show you the link to the STEBA doctorate web page. So our program will allow you to independently develop research in your area of specialization. We have a wide range of research topics which can be selected. You will learn how to communicate the results achieved by your research activities through scientific publications in international journals and oral presentations. We evaluate this kind of dissemination, scientific dissemination very much, and our students have always considered, have a high consideration of scientific publications. Also plan and present research projects, so you will learn and you will be included in a network probably, which will be also an occasion to enter some research projects at the international level or national level, and transfer your research results to public and private companies. So in general, as you see from this synthetic slide, a PhD program is mainly an opportunity. So it is, of course, the highest level of academic degree, but mainly I think it's a very precious opportunity, both for the teaching that we offer and for research, because you will be in a privileged position to build a network, your personal scientific and professional network with companies, with other researchers worldwide, by participating to international conferences and by participating to the activities offered by the Alliance. And so all this, I think, is really a represents a precious opportunity. So this year we have a total of 12 positions available. Unimore offers 7 positions with grant and 1 position without grant. Each of these positions is on a single specific topic, as I will show further. Then University of Almeria is offering 1 position with grant, but there is a choice of topics, so you can choose the topic you prefer. And also Plovdiv, and then there is the Agricultural University of Iceland, and sorry, this was Coimbra and Plovdiv. Yes, all offer 1 position with grant, but there are several research topics that may be selected by the candidates. Later I will explain more in detail how this selection of topic works. So Unimore is offering 7 positions with grant and 1 position without grant. This is the list of the available research topics. So each research topic corresponds to 1 position. We have very different themes. I will not go in depth now because I think there's not available time for this, but you will see the same list on the website. So different topics going from agricultural science to entomology, applied entomology, to genetics and microbiology. 1 position offered by the University of Almeria on 1 of the 2 available research topics. Then we have 1 position offered by the Polytechnic University of Coimbra on 1 of the 4 available research topics. Then 1 position offered by the Agricultural University of Iceland on 1 research topic. And last but not least, 1 position with the research, 1 of the 4 available research topics. So again, the student applying will apply for 1 specific research topic. Well, when you apply for these positions, there is 1 document which is very important in the application, apart from the CV and the main request of admission, which is the statement of research interest. So each student, each a candidate should fill this document. You will find a template in the call. I think is the Annex C2, if I'm not wrong. This statement of research interest specifically explains which is your research interest, so for which research topic you're applying, and which are your abilities and expertise and everything you may offer for that research topic. So it's very important, but also other documents that I think Irene will explain are also important. So don't forget to give maximum consideration and importance to the statement of research topic, because it will also guide the evaluation commission to understand what is your expectation and your will. So why to choose this research, this doctorate program? To have a comprehensive and interdisciplinary curriculum. In the frame of the UNIgreen Alliance, you will be able to have and create an integrated knowledge with practical application in biotechnology and sustainability, and so to build your interdisciplinary curriculum, which will surely help you in your professional career. And then there is a specific focus on sustainability and on the green transition, since we are inside this UNIgreen Alliance. We offer specialized workshops and practical skills. So one important part of the PhD program is the teaching with seminars that every year may change and are on a wide range of topics, very different topics. We have seminars on specific scientific topics, so the student may choose some of them depending on his or her interest. Other seminars are on more, let's say, general interest, For example, seminars and workshops on the dissemination of research, on the valorization of research products by patents, on the intellectual property, on the use of scientific databases, courses on scientific English. So these are, of course, also courses which are of general interest. What else? Okay, the key dates are, of course, the deadline to submit the application by July 26th at 3 p.m. Central Europe time, and you should address particular attention to the documents, so gathering the necessary documents and make sure you meet the eligibility criteria. All the information and the documents are available on the Joint PhD course page. You will have find the link on the presentation that will be shared. And I think, okay, this is finally the survey that you are kindly asked to fill, but I think you have also the link on the chat. So it's all from my side. I think we will have time for questions later, so I'm available to give more detail afterwards. I leave the floor to Irene now. Thank you.
Please, Irene, go forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then, okay, well, here we are. Then, welcome everybody. This is Irene. I work in the PhD office of the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia. Then I'm going to present you the call for application and how to submit your application. Then, you know that the call is now open, and the application deadline is the 26th of July at 1. Then please take this in mind. Okay, then as the admission requirements, the only admission requirement is to have a master degree or to obtain it by the October 31st, sorry. And the candidates who have who are awarded from the master degree can submit the certificates, or if you still not have the master degree, you can fill the annex E1 or E2 for depending on if you are Italian or you are attending the master degree in a foreign institution. Okay, then these are the templates you can see, and you have to fill in all the part and sign it. Then how to apply? First of all, you have to register on st3.unimore.it website. The first registration is to obtain credentials. After, you can log in on st3 and access on registered area and select from the menu tab admission. Okay, here we are. Then you can see the menu tab of registered area. Then you can select admission, admission exam, and dottorato di ricerca or PhD. You can also switch in English when you enter in English language. As required documents to present your application, then first of all, we say that you can upload or the master degree certificate or the annex instead of the certificate, and the transcript of records. Then if you don't have degree certificate, neither transcript, you can fill in the annex. The second document is ID documents. After this, it's required a curriculum of research and or teaching activities, and you have indicates in the curriculum what you study, the skills, and if you have official certification, you can also attach in the curriculum. This is the Annex B2 that you have to use in order to fill in the curriculum. And it must be written in English. After, and this is the also in an important document, is the summary of master thesis in Italian or in English, and you have to use the points, use the summary, but must be organized under a statement of purpose, research methodology used, and obtained results. Another document is the statement of research, and you have to use the template in the reporting in the Annex C2, and this is the statement and the core of your application, because you have to indicate here the topic you want to attend, you want to take. The list of the topics are available in the PhD program websites. Other documents are all the documents you think should be useful for the application, and also letters of presentation or recommendation, maximum 3. Then please pay attention, because for the letter of presentation or recommendation, you haven't to attach. You have to fill in the online application all the data of the professor or researcher who will send the recommendation letter. After this, you have filled in with all the data, and after only once the application is submitted, the computer system will send an automatic email to the referent to request to insert the recommendation letter. For this reason, the deadline to upload letters is July 26, but it's at 23 at 59, okay? Because we give you and to professor time to upload recommendation letter if applicants arrive late and close his application at the last minutes, okay? You also can check in the summary page if a professor has uploaded the recommendation letter, and you can also send a reminder. As important detail, I want to I want to say you that you can attach PDF or RTF file with a maximum size of 20 megabytes. You can ask us, like in writing an email to the email sec.dottorati@unimod.it to reopen the application. And in order to ask to reopen the application, you also to send us a copy of your documents. And if you have other problems and you need a technical support, you can ask to our IT office. Once you will go and you will be registered on ST3, you can see 4 different selections, and you can apply for each selection, and you have to pay €25 for each selections. Now okay, these are the 4 selections. The first one is the main one with 8 positions available with scholarship and 1 without scholarship. And for this selection, there's not indicated a topic. You have to indicate it once you will fill in the annex. The second selection is a selection with a topic already defined, that is valorization of regional agri-food supply chain by products for development of nutraceuticals. And these are the other 2 selections procedures, and with already a topic assigned. You can apply for all the 4 selection, but you have to pay €25 for each. And if you will be selected and you will be present in the ranking list of all or of more than 1 selection procedure, we will ask you which topic and which scholarship you want before the enrollment. The evaluation methods, the committee will assign different points from curriculum, for master thesis, from publication, and for other qualification, and will be done the ranking list. Then the evaluation is only by title. Candidates obtaining a minimum score of 40 on 60 will be considered eligible, and they will be present on the ranking list. The ranking will be published only on our website, then you don't receive an email, and will be published after the merit-based list will be done. After 5 days of the publication, by 5 days, the candidates have to enroll on ST3. Then the candidate qualifying for a place must be re-entered on st3.unimod.it and select enrollment and pay the first installment. This is the only things to do in order to fix the place. Then I want to thank you, and if you want further information, you can contact us by email.
So, thank you, Irene. Thank you, everyone. Now it's time for your question. So please don't be shy, and we are here for you.
Letizia, since people have their microphones muted and their cameras switched off, I believe that they need to use the raise hand button in order for them to be allowed to open the camera and unmute themselves. That's right?
That's right. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. So if you want to ask a question, please use the raise hand button so that we can give your user permission to unmute yourself and open your camera. Thomas has a question.
Hello,
we can see you, Thomas.
Hello, everybody. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ciao, Thomas.
Okay. Ciao, Alessandro. All your team, how are you?
Fine. And you?
It is good. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is not a question, but just sending my sincere thanks for all the effort that you have done in order to launch this joint PhD program that it is not only the first joint program of the Alliance, but also for most of the institutions involved. In fact, the University of Almeria has double and multiple diplomas and bachelor and master programs, but we haven't been able to offer a joint program until now. For me, it's a great satisfaction that it is done under the big umbrella, as Alessandro has presented, introduced UNIgreen, that represents for all the institutions that are part of this real great initiative. So just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to all the team, particularly in Unimore, Work Packages 2, Work Package 9, really involved. And well, this is just the beginning. Here comes the hard work. Do not hesitate in asking us, the University of Almeria's coordinators of UNIgreen, any help you may need, any collaboration you may need for the well-being of this program. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas. For those of you that are not familiar, we just heard from Professor Tomás Lorenzana. He's the UNIgreen General Coordinator representing the University of Almeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna, because I didn't introduce myself. Thank you.
Again, if you would like to ask a question, please do not be shy. Use the raise hand button so that we can pass the floor to you.
I may add some question which probably be relevant. So Unimore is the administrative headquarter of this doctorate course, and the title of doctor will be achieved and will be issued by the 5 institutions together. So those who will achieve their doctorate within this joint PhD program will have an international title, which will be signed and stamped by the 5 universities. So Unimore will be the headquarter. So most of the administrative stuff and bureaucratic things will be done by our offices. But some of the students will be assigned to the host institutions. So, for example, for the position in Almeria or the position in Coimbra and so on, that institution will be their main research institution. So they will be affiliated to that institution and will consider all the activities done abroad as the external activities, so abroad. So Unimore will be the main hosting institution for 7 positions, so 7 students. 1 student will be assigned to Coimbra, 1 to Plovdiv, 1 to Almeria, and 1 to Iceland. And they will, as I said before, they will be able to do experience abroad in any country they like, including the UNIgreen Alliance institutions.
Maybe we can add a few words about the mobility, which I understand it's mandatory. Would you please be more detailed on this?
Yes, I think one more important aspect is that the mobility is financed by an extra salary, so extra grant. Students will get their monthly grant, but for the months they spend abroad, they will have a 50% increase of the grant. Okay, so this is of course to cover the extra costs of lodging and traveling, and this budget will be, this extra budget will be assigned to the hosting institution. No, sorry, it will be included in the salary. So yeah, it will be given by the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia together with the monthly salary, the monthly grant.
Also, I think that you, as a coordinator, to approve mobility plans or something like that.
Yes, students who want to do a mobility or want to travel for example, attending a conference, they should ask for authorization, and I will sign this authorization as coordinator of their course. Usually we have a simplified authorization for mobilities up to 6 months. When it's longer mobility, then we will ask the authorization by the academic board, which will meet from time to time to decide important things of your teaching plan and administrative issues.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit more about the classes. You mentioned that they will be delivered in English, but maybe it will be useful for those attending today's session to obtain a little bit more of information about classes, where they're going to take place, etc.
Okay, I think Letizia could also help because we usually give classes on Teams, but within the UNIgreen Alliance, there should be an online platform dedicated to teaching and dissemination, right?
As soon as it's ready, yes, it will be a UNIgreen common platform. But in the meantime, we will use the program, the STEBA. Another thing that you could possibly need to learn, that we commonly use the acronym of STEBA, which is easy to pronounce, and it is the same acronym that was used before, because this PhD came from an original PhD program, which was already delivered at Unimore. So you will know it as UNIgreen STEBA, STEBA, just for the chronicle.
Yeah. And
the records.
possibly you may be interested in the topics that we teach. I wanted to show you the seminars that we gave this year, which will probably some of them will be the same next year, but not necessarily. So when you go to the STEBA website, steba.unimore.it, you have this button, Educational Plan. Can you see my screen? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. On the right and the top right part of the page, Educational Plan, and you can download this list of seminars. So you have the title, the topic, for example, the scientific writing and publishing, phytosanitary quality of vegetable seeds in the global market, post-harvest disease management, gut microbiota. Then we have keys to publish scientific manuscripts, so general interest topics and specific scientific topics, insect farming, applications of multivariate analysis, so tools for data elaboration, really, as I said before, a wide range of topics to meet requirements and needs of any kind of student of program. And more, I think we will further increase the differentiation and the availability of topics, because since this year we will have new members of the academic board, so members from the University of Almeria, Coimbra, Iceland, and Plovdiv, who will probably and hopefully contribute to the variety of themes. So as you see here, we have the number of credits and hours. So each credit is 2 hours, and the room, in this case, but anyway, we use the mixed already this year, the mixed modality. So in a room, but with a remote connection. So students from other parts or who are abroad for research reasons may follow anyway our workshops online. So you may have a look at this list online.
And in this list are also included classes that are actually and physically taking place in other institutions, like the University of the Agricultural University of Iceland or Agricultural University of Plovdiv, I think. The only difference, yes, is it correct?
Yeah. This list is the old list, let's say, because it was planned. It was planned in the old academic year. For the new academic year, we will publish a new list with new contributions.
Yes, with the schedule of the classes that are going to be in different institutions and shared on the hybrid on the online on the channel.
Anyone would like to ask a question, please use the raise hand button. Don't be shy. We're here to answer your questions.
Meanwhile, I can add some more information on the teaching part, because each workshop or each course or classes, seminars will have also an evaluation. So at the end of the workshop or the seminar, the teacher will supply a form, like a Google form, to ascertain that you were not sleeping during the seminar, let's say. So just a very formal evaluation of the teaching. In Italy, but I think anywhere now in Europe, doctorate courses are subject to accreditation by the ministry. So you have to know that everything we offer has been validated by the ministry. So we present each year a project, and by the way, right this morning we had the approval of our project, and we were informed that the ministry gave the formal accreditation to our doctorate program.
That's great news. And on the research side, are you planning each year to have kind of a conference or presentation on research carried out during the academic year?
Yes. Every year, the students, PhD students, need to be assessed to be admitted to the next year. Of course, students are required to have a research schedule and to progress. So the academic board actually evaluates their report. We collect their reports, annual reports, and then we admit the students to the next year. And also we ask students to present the progress of their research project during a workshop, annual workshop, once a year. It's also a nice event to gather, to collect, to see each other. But recently we have done it in the mixed mode also. So it will be possible probably to participate by remote, but would be nice, I think, to meet in person. So yes, it will be once a year, this presentation. And then on specific topics, there might be workshops, national and international workshops dedicated to PhD programs.
Now let's go back to some administrative stuff. Let's make it clear about the two deadlines, which could be a little tricky. On July 26th, Friday, what is going to happen first and later on at midnight?
Yes, then the first deadline is for students. Then students must submit the application by 1, then 26 July at 1. The point is that only once the application is closed, the system can send email to professor to give them the possibility to upload the letters, the recommendation letters. For this reason, we have a second deadline only for recommendation letters that is at midnight, then the 26th of July at midnight. Because if a student closed the application late or the 25th of July, then professor maybe should have a little bit of time to prepare the recommendation letter and to submit it. Then the second deadline is postponed.
We cannot repeat more and more. Please do not wait until the very last day.
Exactly.
Please, if you are considering to apply, please don't wait the last minute.
Exactly.
I would like to add something general on the evaluation, on the requirements. So we are looking for skilled and motivated students, especially motivated, I would say, because not necessarily you have to be a Nobel Prize to enter the doctorate course. As you saw probably in the evaluation criteria, there is 5 points out of 60 for publications, but we, of course, evaluate the curriculum, the study course, and what are your achievements in general. And especially, as I said, I want to repeat it again, the statement of research interest, which is a kind of motivation letter and together a declaration of your will.
And there is a possibility to apply for 2 positions, right? But there are 2 different fees. Is it correct?
Yes, I think so. Irene said already that you can make two applications, but it's two separate applications. You have to pay twice the contribution.
Yes, because we have 4 different selection. Then applicants can submit 4 applications. The first one is the main application, and in this main application, topics are not already assigned. Then each student can select the topic, and with topic also the university and the partner university in which he wants to do the PhD. The other 3 selection are selection founded by regional fund or PNRR money. Then for this last 3 selection, the topics are already assigned because the funded is different. Then we have to respect also Italian law, and for this reason we know that that with regional there's a regional scholarship on this topic, and then for this reason students can also apply. These 3 last selection procedure are for PhD that will be will start here in Modena. After the student can move and make mobility out of, but for this last 3 selection, the headquarters will be Reggio Emilia, then the Department of Life Science.
And during the student's career, is going to be other interaction with the the administrative headquarters, or it's only at the beginning and at the end of their course?
As for the administrative staff, then the administrative things to do is then a student can enroll online. Then it's not mandatory be here in Modena to make the enrollment, and because also all the students have to enroll in Modena, then also the students that we do the PhD in the other partners universities. And after this, it's not mandatory. Then everything should be done by email, online, or then it's not mandatory. Be your in the office. Yes,
it's easy to manage from all over Europe. Great.
I want to mention another interesting aspect. We offer our PhD students the opportunity to compete for a prize, which is in the memory of one of our teachers who passed away a few years ago, Professor Stanca, for his great contribution to our doctorate. So we established this prize, Premio Stanca, to acknowledge the scientific achievements and especially publications of our PhD students. So this year, this selection was just finished, was published the list of winners. We have 3 winners, and it's just to stimulate students to publish the results of their research. So I think it's a nice opportunity because again, it's not just for the money, but for the prestige and the title that you gain and you can put on your CV. Thomas, I saw a hand, raise the hand. Not anymore. Thomas, please, you're allowed.
No, it wasn't raising my hand. It was like this
Okay, it
icon.
was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. A great
Approval.
initiative. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You can say now if hopefully we covered all your curiosity. Oh. I didn't raise my hand. So
Last chance to ask a question. Please use the raise hand button before we close this meeting. I guess there are no other questions.
I guess so too. So I think it's time for us to wrap this meeting up. It has been a pleasure for us to have you in this info session for the UNIgreen Joint PhD. Again, we kindly ask you to compile the survey which has been shared in the chat, and later on it will be sent by email to your email, together with the presentation that were showed during this info session. So there you will find any possible contact and information, any email address. And so please feel free to write us and ask anything you want and you feel during your application process. And so we thank you again to participating to this meeting, and we will be very happy to see you as a student when you apply, and after the procedure is completed, you will be part of our big UNIgreen family. Thank you, everyone. And now we close the meeting.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye-bye.